Welcome to the second episode of this insane modded Kerbal Space Program playthrough. In the first video, we actually killed Jeb on accident, but you know. So I did actually do a whole nother episode of going to Minmus and do another launch of the Mun, but I actually wasn't recording the entire time, so it's kind of raps. Anyways, for this rocket, I was just trying to go to Duna. You know, I didn't completely know if I was going to land or if I was just going to orbit, maybe fly by its moon also, Ike. But, I mean, as you can see here, I'm just building a little compartment with some batteries, some science equipment, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, also, I had to, in the episode that I guess didn't record, I actually hired two more Kerbals, two more pilots. Because Valentina also died. She got stranded. And one of the two Kerbals I hired also died. So, yeah, anyways, I mean, this is the rocket. Okay, so we made it into orbit around Kerbin, but now I need to plan the transfer window to go to Duna. As you can see, there's like this little plugin or mod that I got. It's called like Kerbal Transfer Window Planner or something like that. But yeah, it basically just plans the transfer window so you use up less fuel. Anyways, it took a bit, but now we have the maneuver planned out. So all we need to do is just burn our engines, and yeah, we should get there. Okay, so I'm in Duna's sphere of influence. Now what I'm trying to do is to orbit Duna. And since we're going so fast and kind of flying by, it takes so much fuel to get an orbit. But I have it planned out here, and I should start firing my engines pretty soon. But there we go. Yep, it's just like, probably could have been planned a bit better, but it doesn't really matter. Wasn't really trying to land this time anyways. Also had it set up to where I did a flyby of Duna's Moon's Ike. Just to get some extra signs, you know, so we can get more stuff back into place, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so here I am, orbiting Duna. I'm gonna try to collect science from far above Duna's surface, or far above Duna, and then close to Duna. Get more science that way for, you know, obviously getting more stuff back at VAB. My bad. Okay, so now I'm planning the way back to Kerbin. Also, I've played Kerbal Space Program on and off the last like 6 years, so I've actually never gone interplanetary before. Mostly because I didn't know the transfer window stuff, but I was also horrible at finding my way back to Kerbin. So you can see me trying to do a little something here. I end up actually rage quitting, leaving, and then next day coming back to continue because I couldn't figure it out. And when I did finally figure it out, I was kind of flying. I was going so fast that I didn't have enough fuel to get back to Kerbin. I was just kind of going into Kerbin's sphere of influence, then boom, flying by. But after enough, probably took like 15 minutes, I finally figured out how to do it, and man, I was so happy. Okay, here I am doing the final burn to get captured by the atmosphere. Man, for you it was like 2 minutes. For me in real time it was like 30. So I guess that's the power of burn. Okay, so with the science we got, I got some pretty good. I got some command pods. I got these mainsail engines that are pretty strong. And for this rocket, I'm actually gonna land on Duna, you know, so not just orbiting. Oh, and these are liquid nitrogen engines here, liquid nitrogen tanks. They're just a mod. They're one of the insane mods, if you will. Yeah, and I'm doing an asparagus, that's what it's called, I'm pretty sure, staging system where two tanks are going at, or all of them are going at once, but they're feeding into each other. And then you can see me putting the fuel ducts, and then some will run out of fuel faster than others, and then I ditch the ones that aren't running out of fuel, or ditch the ones that are out of fuel when it gets to that point. And it's just like gets rid of weight. I think it's like might be the most efficient way to do rockets in this game. Okay, so I made it to orbit, and now we're gonna have to do the same steps as last time. Okay, so I plotted it all out. This is pretty cool. You can see that's the liquid nitrogen engine there. It's all blue. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's decently efficient in space, but it's like not one of the engines you want, like at surface level. Definitely took my time planning a maneuver to get to Duna, but worked out pretty well. About to do my orbit burn, doing it right now. Takes a lot of fuel to do an orbit burn when you're going this fast. Here I am. You can barely see it. I'm starting the re-entry process. No flames yet, but Okay, so here I am, going in the atmosphere. I also decided if I'd land wrong and all that, it's my game. I just decided to be able to quick save back. If you're upset about that, then I don't know what to tell you, but it's what I'm gonna do. It still didn't really work, as you'll see. I might put a little compilation. Okay, so I finally landed. It took like an hour of real time. Those were just a couple of the crashes. I had about 30 more, but I didn't feel like showing them all. And I don't know what I'm doing here, but yeah, I finally landed. I actually took a break, and I came back in the first attempt. After the break, I landed. So maybe that's what. Maybe you should take breaks. Maybe you should. Yeah, took all the science, all that. I was a bit concerned about the fuel, but we'll get to that. Yep, and so it's finally time to plant the flag. Let's see what he says. We might not have enough fuel. It's quite the bold statement there, bud. What happens next is very gut-wrenching. Watch at your own risk. Send a rescue mission. We need to rescue them. We can't let Chad, Bob, Bill handle with this. Ladies and gentlemen, next video, we will be rescuing them. This will not be their last day on this planet. Or on, yeah.